Okay. Flip, wrong, front, fuck. Okay. Let me, sorry. Here, this is Lord Potato, blah, blah, blah. So, so yeah, new what if? Only one shot, okay? This is just a one shot because it was suggested to me um, by Hammer. Yes. That I'll go on Google Translate to get your name so I can listen to the bot to hear what it says? Yes. Because for a second I wanted to just say Hamlet. Um, Hamlet! Sorry. I just remember a video saying, Hamlet! You. Whatever. But other than that, yes, he suggested this. He only suggested it to be a one shot. So, yeah. Um, so, yeah. The other what if I might do, not gonna lie, just because, what's it called? What was that one guy that comment? I don't remember what was that one guy. I think his name was Anime Simon. I don't remember your actual name, but I don't give two fucks. I really don't remember the other dude name or whatever that kind of hated your kind of suggestion. What if? But yeah, I think his name was Anime Simon. Sinner. I don't remember. The only thing I remember is he had a profile of a fucking furry, and he should be burning in hell because he has no father. Other than that, uh, do I hate furries? Yes. um, if that hasn't been something new, but yeah. So, and the despite of that person kind of hating your suggestion, what if I'ma do it? Because fuck that person. Now I do know that what's it called? Iconic What Ifs is doing, I think, a series on it. I think he either finished it or is doing it. I can't remember. But yeah, go check out his What If version of this one. Of what if Naruto was Isshiki's Otsutsuki's Karma Seal vessel or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, since I actually did a what if Naruto was Momoshiki's Karma Seal vessel a long time ago. Don't remember when I finished it. Yeah, but I remember finishing it. But other than that, yeah, just go subscribe to Iconic. He's doing this on a series and all that, and also go subscribe to Anime Sensei. But yeah, and also go subscribe to my boy Rick Roll. Now also if you wanna just go check out the pineapple short. Don't worry, you don't need to worry about it. Not a single thing. Okay. But let me go. And also, I'm not gonna script any what ifs. So if you're gonna complain, you should script your what ifs. No, I'm too fucking lazy. Also, you should stop doing overpowered characters and actually stick to their moral whatever bullshit. I still don't give two fucks. I am a lazy fuck. I don't care. I like overpowered characters. I like the world being burned. Shut the fuck up. Also, should I edit my videos? No, because fuck you. Okay, too lazy. Don't give a shit if it takes 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Hey, if it takes that much, I'd rather be listening to Rick Roll or Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Ross. So yeah. But other than that, I should continue. I should probably go on to this what if. Okay. I took about 3 minutes of your time, or at least 4 minutes. And I don't give two fucks. Whatever. So, we go into what's it called? Well, Naruto. Naruto is still born with the Nine Tails. The Yang half Nine Tails. That means basically the one that kind of hates you, and yeah, not the Yang half where it kind of just likes you and not hates you that much. If you get it, kind of. I should probably turn off my damn heater because it's fucking hot in here. But other than that, let me keep continuing. Naruto still be born, of course, the what's it called? Well, having the Yang Kurama sealed into him by his own father, everything would still go the original same. So let's fast forward into, well, kind of Naruto being kind of 4 years old, or not 4 years old, kind of 5 years old. Naruto was running away from some villagers, and of course, when he was like getting away from villagers. Naruto actually tripped, and well, he is actually in the forest, as you mentioned. He's actually kind of trying to run away from villagers, ninjas, kind of ranking from Chunin, Genin, and even Jonin. So yeah, sorry, I keep fucking coughing, but whatever. So of course, that many people are chasing him to try to kill him because they still hate Naruto because he's a Nine-Tails. You get the point, right? I have probably already said this a million damn times about how Naruto's life fucking works. But yeah, because how he still has the whisker marks, basically nothing would change for Naruto. Not yet. But of course, Naruto, he is, well, what's it called? Well, trying to run away until he tripped on a, well, root. Because, yeah, just a wooden root, not like the actual humble root, okay? Don't get confused. I should... Yeah, I don't care. Of course, he just tripped on that, and of course, because he's kind of running in the forest somewhat, and villagers are still chasing him to actually kill him. Even though this is only a 5-year-old Naruto, but you know what? That's how villager fucking logic works, okay? Now, of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he managed to get away, well, not get away. Naruto, he's actually kind of rolling down a little bit, because when you trip, yeah, you kind of roll a little bit, kind of like from your usual spot, but yeah, because you're running, you just, okay, I'm not gonna try to explain, but try to explain, but of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he is trying to get back up until a kunai actually stabs him in the back. This is where Naruto screams out, and of course, this is where, well, ninjas hear it, and yes, it was only one ninja that managed to stab him, because this was a Jonin. Now, of course, there were multiple ninjas, and even villagers managed to get up to where Naruto's at, and of course, Naruto said, please, stop, I'm just a kid, what have I ever done to you? This is where, well, the villager says, you demon, you think you haven't done anything to us? We should kill you now. Of course, this is where a man is seeing this. He opens his eyes, having, well, onyx eyes. Is wearing a what they call white coat or whatever it is that Isshiki kind of wears. But yeah, well, mostly Jigen. Yes, this is Jigen who is kind of walking towards, well, the young boy and also the, well, people that are trying to kill him. Now, of course, this is where Naruto's kind of losing a lot of blood, because, yeah, it stabbed him somewhere near, and I mean near, the what's called spine. And for being a 5-year-old, getting hit in the spine, especially with something sharp, it's probably not the greatest thing, because you will kind of be crippled. But yeah, I don't think I really needed to explain that, but yeah. But of course, Naruto is kind of bleeding a lot because the kunai was kind of digged in the what's it called spine back a little too far in, so of course it's kind of bleeding. And Naruto did try to pull it out because yeah, it feels a lot of pain in there. But if you pull something out that stabs into you, you should probably leave it inside. Tip number 1: okay, leave something inside if you get stabbed. Don't remove it because you're probably not a professional to kind of remove it. But other than that, that's just go on with the what if, okay? What's it called? But of course, well, Naruto is trying to remove it, and of course, when he managed to remove it, the Nine-Tails is somewhat still trying to heal him and all that. But of course, since the what's it called seal is kind of preventing him from actually removing it, it's impossible. Now, of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he's saying, please stop. This is where all of them are ready to kill Naruto until multiple, and I mean multiple rods appear on everyone. Everyone that was kind of surrounding Naruto. This is where the Jonin says, what the? And gets right now, well, his face just gets grabbed by someone and smashed into a tree. This is where that person is dead, that ninja. It was a Jonin, by the way, but yeah. Of course, this is where a bunch of villagers did get stabbed by a bunch of rods. And of course, this is where, well, the ninjas that are right now trying to fight against this opponent are right now losing. Getting stabbed in the heart, the chest, even one kind of getting their neck snapped like a fucking twig. Yes, Jigen is kind of using his karma seal a little bit. He he's kind of not like shrinking or anything, but he is kind of using what's it called, well, his eye a little bit. Yeah. Of course, well, when some people did kind of use jutsus and, well, Jigen just absorbs it into his own karma cell. Yes, this is only Jigen, not Isshiki yet, okay? This is still Isshiki, but you get the point. Jigen. Um, Now, of course, well, Jigen shoved his hand into one ninja, kind of into it through the back and kind of ripping out an organ, crushing it in his hand. Now, of course, well, Jigen then now launches a bunch of other, like, what's called black rods at what's called, well, the other ninjas, stabbing them, well, one in the eye, one in the head, one in the, what's called, heart, another one in the kidney, and yeah. Now, Jigen, he's right now easily defeating a bunch of, well, Jonins and Chunins, Genins who are trying to, well, stay sneaky but also try to hurt Naruto. So one kid actually rushes at Naruto, intending to kill him, until Jigen appears right in front of Naruto. Now, Jigen has a motive about Naruto. The reason why is because he needs a vessel still, since Jigen's body is still kind of a little fragile, okay? So, of course, where Jigen, he appears in front of the kid that, well, was Genny, grabbed him from the neck, and just used one finger to just snap it. Well, not even grab him from the neck, kind of just flicked him in the forehead. Yeah, Jigen is strong anyway. Well, even using Karma Seal, he is strong. And just flicking a normal Genny that can't really use chakra that well still, or can even react fast enough for Jigen's speed, and Jigen's speed will probably just flick them once and snap his neck, okay? Jigen does not care if you're a kid or not. He only cares if you're his vessel. Kinda. Still kind of abusing Kawaki. It's kind of sad, even though he's a vessel, but whatever. Of course, well, Jigen just looks at the others that were kind of near, and this is where he snaps his finger and multiple rods appear and stabbing into a bunch of them. Because yes, Jigen knows where they're at. He can sense them so easily. Because they are kind of, well, not professional ninjas. Mostly they were kind of Genin. Some of them were still Chunins, but some were mostly civilians. And yes, Jigen doesn't give two fucks if whatever rank you are. Now, of course, Naruto just sees the blurry image of kind of red, but also sees someone walking towards him, grabbing him, picking him up, and kind of like walking away with him. Now, of course, we go into, well, a time skip of, well, Naruto. Naruto, what's it called? Well, we kind of go into a time skip of Naruto kind of waking up. Naruto says, what happened? The only thing he just sees around him is, well, he's in the hospital. Nothing really changes. Now, of course, is where, well, Naruto kind of looks at his palm and sees a kind of black diamond, or a Ruben, or whatever you like to fucking call it. A Rubex, whatever, I don't care. You can call it a diamond, because it kind of looks like a diamond to me, but whatever you like to call it. Or an upside down square, or a sideways square, mostly not upside down, sideways. But other than that, I should shut up. But let me go back into what if. Now, of course, Naruto, he just sees this diamond, and of course, he doesn't understand where he got this. Of course, is where Hiruzen talks to him. Naruto doesn't understand where he's at, but yeah. Of course, is where Hiruzen kind of lets Naruto go, but yeah. Now, we fast forward Naruto into, well, Naruto being 17 and in the war. Naruto's right now in KCM, and of course, well, KCM Sage 6 Path mode. Now, of course, where, well, he's also with Sasuke, who has the, what's it called, running Sharingan, and Sasuke uses as, which I mean, some people are gonna probably complain that Sasuke still is not useless, which, let me tell you, shut the fuck up. If she could not save that fish, then shut the fuck up. It's a fish. Save the fish. But other than that, let me go on. Well, these goddamn tantrums half the time. Of course, they are all kind of, well, fighting against Madara. And of course, where Madara still absorbs that tree and becomes, well, having the running, what's it called? The running Sharingan? Yeah. The Sharingan Renegon, or was it? Okay, it's the red one, okay? Sometimes I get confused with the, what's it called, purple one, or whatever. But of course, this is where, well, Madara is laughing and saying, "You will all now feel the true Tsukiyomi," or whatever he said. Fuck, I can't remember. God. For some reason, I'm having a headache or whatever. But I'm still gonna try to finish the what if. Besides, this is only a one-shot what if, so yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Madara is laughing, and of course, he is putting everyone to a Tsukiyomi, like everyone, except for, well, Sasuke, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi. Now, I know what's it called from where, what was that one guy's name? Guy with furry profile that say something about like Isshiki's karma seal will not activate in 1 year when it fully takes over Naruto's body. But in this one, we're going off that we don't know much about it. Which I do know about that, but whatever. But of course, it kind of took slower time because, well, in this one, Jigen's body is still kind of healthy. So, of course, Isshiki was kind of using Jigen's body into the maximum. And even hiding and trying to make an organization just in case, what's it called, Naruto's body kind of dies. But yeah. So, he just has Naruto as a backup vessel. But if he finds other backup vessels, that isn't Naruto that much. But yeah. So, of course, this is where, well, Isshiki is right now hiding. Now, of course, he's not affected by the Tsukiyomi, so yeah. Now, of course, well, Isshiki, he is slowly kind of dying because he didn't meet what's called. Well, he met, what's called, what is that one doctor's name, but yeah. Of course, it's where, well, Jigen's body is right now cracking into multiple pieces. And of course, it's where Isshiki transfer his data, or memories and data, into Naruto. Because he can still feel Naruto's presence. Now, we go into Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi still fighting against, well, Kaguya. Since, yes, Black Zetsu still betrays Madara, still brings Kaguya back, and yes, that will still happen all the exact same thing. Now, of course, when Naruto is fighting against Kaguya by himself, because, yes, Sasuke gets transferred to the desert, still happens. Sasuke is using, well, Obito's kind of Kamui to kind of bring him back, and yeah. Now, of course, with Naruto kind of dealing with Kaguya, Naruto's actually somewhat losing. Now, of course, he does have what's called the Sage of Six Path, plus KCM, plus Sage Mode, but he's still kind of losing somewhat. He's losing a lot of chakra, because yes, he's using multiple Shadow Clones. But that still doesn't give you enough percentage to kind of lose enough. But of course, this is where, well, Kaguya is ready to kind of try to kill Naruto and trying to grab him because she did kind of use what's called, well, a jutsu that managed to paralyze Naruto by throwing a small, what's it called, like a small needle towards Naruto, and Naruto could have easily dodged, but behind him was actually Sasuke, because yeah, I'm fast forwarding this. And of course, this is where Naruto decides to block it, even though he was only, well, the real Naruto. But of course, this is where when he blocked it, it kind of pierced through his arm, because yes, he had his arm to try to block it, so it wouldn't go through him fully and hit Sasuke, but it hit him right in like the chest. And of course, this is where Naruto was paralyzed until, well, Naruto couldn't move. Like if that needle had some kind of poison, he doesn't understand what was it. This is where, well, Kaguya says, "Now, you will give me that Biju chakra." She is getting closer towards Naruto, and of course, this is where Sasuke rushes, because this is kind of the perfect moment to try to do a distraction and try to get her away from Naruto. Because if Naruto loses chakra, then it's game over, because, well, they both need to seal, well, the both seals of the moon and sun. Now, I should mention something. Hagoromo did see that diamond pattern, well, what's it called, seal in Naruto's palm, and Naruto did have it in his, I'm gonna say left palm. Okay, this is where, well, Hagoromo never seen this, and he thought that Naruto just has a unwoken Kekkei. He doesn't understand what Kekkei that is, because he is the god of the god of, well, not shinobi's, but also the god of chakra, since he lended chakra to everyone, trying to, well, get away from Kage to, yeah, you get the point, okay? I'm not gonna try to explain this, but yeah, of course, he did make a bunch of bloodlines with his two sons, what's it called, Indra and Ashura, but he never seen that bloodline. Even from the Uzumakis, he has never seen that bloodline. He doesn't understand. Kurama can't really tell what that is, because he has sensed it. It was similar when Naruto first got it, he never actually knew what the hell that white kind of chakra was. He sensed like this weird chakra that was similar towards his father, named Hagoromo, but he never questioned it. He just thought it was something else. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, Hagoromo does not know what it is, and neither does his kind of son, Ashura, even know. Because yes, Ashura will still be kind of the reincarnation of Naruto, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he is kind of just can't move until something happens, and something that Kaguya was shocked, even though she was getting closer. Now, Naruto is trying to ask Kurama to try to remove the poison or anything, until Naruto's left hand starts glowing a red color, and then decides to, well, transform into the Karma Seal, into having a pattern of, well, the red markings like Isshiki's, well, like Jigen's mostly, or like Kawaki, Isshiki's Karma Seal, okay? Now, of course, this is where Naruto's Karma Seal is now awoken, and this is where a horn appears around, well, Naruto's kind of head. Now, I should have mentioned also something. Wait, no. What's it called? Before anything happens, Kage managed to grab Naruto and take away what's called Kurama's chakra and all them others. So yeah. Now, of course, what's it called? Sasuke did try to get there fast enough, but he couldn't. Even if he uses the Rinnegan, he probably won't be able to switch places with Naruto, because that means he will be taken out. So, of course, well, Naruto's chakra was taken out, so his KCM was taken out, but the Karma Seal appeared, making the horn appear, and of course, this is where Naruto is now, well, under the control of Isshiki. Now, Kurama can't do anything, and neither does Naruto. Naruto passes out from, well, the absorption. Now, of course, this is where Isshiki appears, only being in his Karma Seal. But, of course, he knows that 100% has actually been used, or not 100%. 100% of his, what's it called, power is in Naruto. So, of course, this is where he transforms, going full into Isshiki Otsutsuki. So, this is what he will look like. This is where Kaguya widens her eyes and looks at the person she betrayed a long time ago. Isshiki looks at Kaguya. Isshiki says, Kaguya. And of course, this is where Kaguya says, Isshiki. She is shocked. She didn't think that Isshiki would still be alive. She thought that he died. But of course, this is where Isshiki says, you bitch. So of course, you're trying to resurrect yourself. Trying to get yourself power enough. Trying to use the tree to bring white Zetsus. I see. Incomplete Otsutsukis. Just an army of us, just in case the Otsutsukis find you for your betrayment. Now, since I am back, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm gonna make sure I turn you into a fucking fruit and eat you. This is where, well, Kakashi, Sasuke, and even Sasuke are wondering what the fuck is happening. Now, Obito is kind of dead. He still kind of died by taking that wooden needle and, of course, giving Kakashi the eyes for allowing him to have DMS. Now, I know some people are going to be confused. Why is Kakashi's DMS? Because that's what it's fucking called. Kakashi will not have an EMS because that is just double Sharingan. Double molecular Sharingan. That's what it's called, okay? It's not EMS. Obito never had EMS, so yeah. Why didn't he go blind? Well, don't fucking ask me, okay? That's just because of the, what's it called, Hashirama cells. But other than that, I should probably go back to what if. I answer your question, shut up. Now, of course, well, we go into, well, Isshiki, mostly also known as Naruto, but, it's mostly Isshiki now. This is where, well, Isshiki says, so, this is where it has begun, don't you think? Or begin. This is now the end, Kaguya. That's the word Kaguya says. Sorry, I keep burping. But this is where Kaguya says, it's the end for you. Rushes at Isshiki. Well, not even rushes. Sends two wooden spikes at Isshiki. Isshiki turns it into shrinking them, but also send his own to kind of collide with them. But this is where, well, Isshiki disappears, but this is where Kaguya can actually track where he's at. Behind her. This is where Kaguya sent a palm at Isshiki. Isshiki, with being small, became bigger when he tried to sneak attack Kaguya. But this is where he shrunk and dodged the palm strike. And then, well, this is where he turned big and uppercut her in the fucking jawline. This is where Kaguya was sent into, well, just the air. Of course, trying to stabilize. And this is where Black says to his saying, Mother, who is that? This is where Kaguya says, that is Isshiki Otsutsuki. This is where Black says to say, Isshiki? Is he one of your... Kaguya says, no. He is, well, someone that I arrived here a long time ago. This is where Isshiki, Isshiki saying, oh, some weird looking creature you have inside there. So interesting, but I don't care. This is where he sends multiple black rods at Kaguya. And Kaguya managed to dodge them all. But yeah. But this is where Isshiki makes the cubes appear. This is where Kaguya managed to fly away. This is where Isshiki turns him back into shrinking and disappear from Kaguya's view. Of course, this is where Kaguya did activate her. Well, she already had her Byakugan activated. But this is where, well, she known that Isshiki was behind her. This is where Kaguya turned around to attack Isshiki by kind of shoving her hand at it. But Isshiki kind of flew behind her in such quick speed. Because, yes, it's mostly Naruto speed and what's it called? Ishiki's now. Amplified, but yeah. This is where, well, Kaguya widened her eyes the speed of, well, Isshiki. And this is where, well, Isshiki then, back kicks Kaguya down to the ground. Now, of course, Kaguya smashed the ground into, the pink kind of ground, mostly. Of course, this is where Kaguya's getting angry and annoyed with Isshiki. This is where Isshiki sends cubes down to the ground to try to crush Kaguya. He's knowing damn well that Kaguya be able to get away. This is where Kaguya sees this, and of course then uses what's called, well, what's it called? Fuck's sakes, why am I having a fucking headache right now? Just a black orb in her hand to smash into what's called boxes. Knowing damn well that maybe she can blast them away, even though they're kind of heavy as hell. And of course, well, she does something like Boruto does in original canon for Boruto, but yeah. But this is where, well, Isshiki, he knows that Kaguya might do something crazy to might blast it off. But this is where when Kaguya is going to hit it with colliding, it blasts off the box kind of flies up. This is where Isshiki knows that Kaguya managed to escape. But this is where Isshiki shrinks. And of course, this is where Kaguya activates her dojutsu. But before even able to activate her dojutsu, a black rod managed to stab into her. And of course, this is where Kaguya was shocked. A black rod from the back. Now, of course, this is where, well, she says, damn it, you bastard. She sends a wooden spike at Isshiki, but Isshiki managed to transform the wooden spike small, and this is where he moves out of the way. And of course, where, well, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura are shocked. They're seeing a battle between gods happen. This is where Kaguya, she's saying, I'm going to kill you. You bastard. That's why, well, Isshiki says, you can try, but you will never be able to stop me. I will kill you and get my revenge for what you chose. You chose these pathetic humans over us. You idiot. Then I should probably kill you and return back to the world saying that I finally fucking kill you. Besides, if I die anyway, maybe Momoshiki will come and kill you. Now, of course, with Sasuke, and even with Kakashi not knowing what they're talking about, Hisawara Kaguya, she narrows her eyes at Isshiki and says, "Oh, so you're hoping for Momoshiki to kill me? I knew you were pathetic." That's where Isshiki says, "Oh, I'm not pathetic. I'll wait until he just tortures you and kills you, with me still being alive." This is where, well, Kage narrows her eyes and looks at Isshiki. This is where she says, "Then what are you gonna do to the human race? Drain of all its chakra and eat it. What do you think I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna destroy this planet. This pathetic planet." This is where, well, Kage says, "Like hell I will ever let you do that. I need this planet." That's where Isshiki says, "You will need this planet after I'm done with you, or if you ever manage to escape." That's where Isshiki then just was about to grab her until Kage managed to teleport away using a dimension behind her. That's where Isshiki does the same and goes into that dimension. Right now flying after Kaguya. Now of course Kaguya is trying to get away. Now of course this is where she's telling Black Zetsu to try to get the black rod out of her back. This is where Black Zetsu is trying to. When he is trying to, this is where two metal rods was about to hit him until Kaguya then uses what's called her own metal rod to block them. This is where Black Zetsu says, "I managed to get them out." This is where Kaguya says, "Good, then get over." Before anything happens, Isshiki was already in front of, well, Black Zetsu. This is where, because he kind of uses one of the portals to open a hole into, well, what's called reality, and grab Black Zetsu off of, well, Kaguya. Yeah, without going inside his entire body, he just uses his arm to grab him. That's where Isshiki says, "Interesting freaking black creature, but I don't care." Turns him into a fruit and eats him. Here's our, Isshiki says, now that you won't need help from a pathetic creature like him, we can go into the battle." That's where Kaguya's angry, and of course she says, "You bastard, you killed one of my children." That's where Isshiki says, "To the fuck bad, you fucking whore." This is where, Naruto, he flies towards, or mostly Isshiki flies towards what's called Kaguya. This is where, Kaguya sends multiple attacks at what's called Isshiki. Isshiki shrank his body and then used teleportation, the portal, to make a small portal to kind of be behind her, because she thought that Isshiki was going to be behind her. But really, it wasn't being behind her, it's mostly being in front of her, but being small and then going back into normal size and uppercutting her. This is where, Kaguya was shocked to be uppercutted, but then feels like something grabbed her from the leg and pulled her down. This is where Isshiki says, "Oh no you don't, I'm not letting that happen." This is where Isshiki sends, 3 rods into Kaguya, managed to stab her all, and of course Kaguya's chakra is being drained. Now, of course, this is where Kaguya is saying, "No, I can't let that happen." She tries to grab the rod, but before even doing that, Isshiki was right now on top of her, mostly being above her, kind of grabbing her from the head, and then kind of, ripping out some chakra. That's where, Isshiki managed to rip out the Nine-Tails chakra from Kaguya, eats it, and becomes stronger. That's where Kaguya managed to get the rods out and then throw them at Isshiki, but Isshiki was right now behind her, and then uses another again to absorb some chakra, ripping out the 8 tails and even the 7 tails, eating the chakra. Now, not eating the chakra, mostly absorbing it. Now this is where Kaguya is shocked. She is now down to some chakra that she has. Mostly the 6 tails, 7 tails. I mean not 6 tails. 6 tails, 5 tails, 4 tails, 3 tails, 2 tails, and 1 tails chakra. But of course it's combined like the like the 10 tails. But yeah. Now of course Isshiki, he feels this incredible power that he accidentally, well, not accidentally, he actually unlocks his car. Well, on accident, yeah. Unlocks KCM. So, of course, this is KCM Sage Mode plus the Sage 6 power plus his own power combined, making him stronger than Kaguya 10 times. Because if Naruto was already somewhat strong, having Ishiki's power, well, mostly Isshiki himself, conscious, be able to control, he is able to be that strong. Now, of course, this is where Kage is shocked and horrified to see that Isshiki is now so much stronger than her. Because, Isshiki was mostly using a bunch of tricks. Because he know that he can't defeat Kaguya, even though she has it called a running Sharingan. Or most of the Rinnegan Sharingan, the red running Sharingan she has on her forehead. He knew that thing would be a problem. But of course, even though it might be able to kind of capture where he would be at, it wouldn't be fast enough because, he might have kind of enhanced his body enough in being just in Jigen's body. But of course, it's where he is now like Naruto speed and just being base Naruto speed. But of course, with being his Isshiki power, the eye kind of had trouble in tracking what's it called, Isshiki. Now it's going to have more trouble in tracking him. Even if Kaguya even uses her Byakugan. As it were, Isshiki teleported. It looked like he teleported, like he didn't use a portal or anything. It looked like he teleported, but that was just speed. In front of Kaguya, punching her like 40 times without Kaguya even realizing it. And this is where, multiple rods stab behind her. This is where Kaguya was kind of launched up in the air, but multiple rods appear behind her, being like 15 rods. And this is where, Kaguya then gets her head kind of grabbing and smashed to the ground. In hyper speed, smashed to the ground. Now, of course, this is where, Isshiki then stomps her to the ground, smashing the ground and cracking all around it. This is where, Kaguya is a bastard. I won't die. This is where, Isshiki says, "To the fuck back. You're dead." That's where Isshiki then shoves his hand into Kaguya's heart, ripping it out, killing her, but also absorbing the chakra, all of it, every single chakra. Kind of, not absorbing, what's it called, getting her from the heart mostly. That happened, but mostly absorbed her, absorbed all the chakra, turning her into a fruit and just eating her. That's where Isshiki becomes 10 times stronger, that he even unlocks his something with his Byakugan. The Byakugan kind of turns into what's it called? How should I say? I want to say golden Byakugan, but not really. It turns into the Jogan, the basically Dojutsu that's the most powerful. So yeah. Of course, this is where he actually activates also the running Sharingan on his forehead. And of course, Naruto's conscience is actually no longer there. Was really no longer there, mostly. Now, of course, this is where Isshiki is now as 10 times, not even 10 times, 100 times stronger than before. So where, Isshiki, he goes back to where was it called? Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi were at. Of course, Kakashi tries to figure out where they went, but of course he can't really get a specific place where they went. Every time they use kind of combo with what's it called, Kakashi. And of course, Sasuke did try to use his Rinnegan, but since he's still kind of new, he doesn't really know how to use it that much. And so when they don't manage to get to where what's it called, Naruto said, and I just said where twice, but whatever. Naruto was kind of at a volcano. Well, not volcano. He was at the lava place, the lava dimension. That's where he kind of killed was a Kaguya. Now, where they're at, they actually managed to teleport somewhere where it's just kind of like gray, what's it called? Gray clouds and gray ground, like a light gray and a dark gray on the clouds and all that. And of course, lightning hitting down the ground. Of course, well, they don't know where they're at, and of course, they're about to use Kamui again until Naruto appears into a portal. That's where Naruto says, "You pathetic creature should die." That's where Naruto makes a ball of chakra, and it's just tiny, but of course, he launches it at with Sasuke with hyper speed that Sasuke couldn't even track with his running Sharingan, and it exploded. When it hit Sasuke, it made a huge white blast that blasts everything around that area, killing Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sasuke. That's where Isshiki kind of goes back to the overworld and uses the tree, what's it called, the Tsukiyomi, to mostly make the life a tree, and of course to make what's called, to absorb mostly all the chakra, turns into a fruit and eats it. And of course, this is where Isshiki makes a giant, like a ball of a bunch of chakra. It's bigger than what's called the 10 tails, what's it called, Biju Bomb. And of course, this is where, not 10 times stronger, like, I'm gonna say 10 times bigger, okay? And stronger. And of course, he just drops it on Earth, blowing it up. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off. Well, not leave it off, mostly end it off. Because yes, this is only a one shot. Yes, this is the end of What If Naruto is kind of Otsutsuki's karma seal vessel. So yeah. Other than that, go check out Ham. I want to say Hamlet for some reason so bad. Wait, Hamma? Go check out Hamma because he or she kind of, actually I might just say he, did kind of request this what if, or not request, basically suggested. So yeah, suggested. But yeah, other than that, this is only a one shot. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato say potato, and potato. I'm going potato sleep. Okay. I'm sleeping. Okay, what time is it? Oh shit, 12 o'clock. I definitely gotta go sleep. Bye bye.